Okay, this is just a little glimpse at the liberal problem and the problem within places like YouTube and Twitter that are trying to censor certain people but not others, leaving it a vastly different place than it is supposed to be. And it is, of course, easily being seen that what they're doing is they're trying to keep the people with sense from trying to red pill this current generation out of the idiocy that they seem to have been blue pilled into, and the blue pill people don't like that, like this guy. Now it's fixing to say his name up here, but it should just say the idiot, or it could say the farce, or like the force, but no, the farce, or it could say the deception. Now, what we're going to talk about is that Trump is trying to put through a bill that makes it illegal to do such a thing and to take certain people off YouTube and ban them, or even try to shadow ban them like my site's been, and make it to where you don't even show up and even your own people don't get your notifications. That wouldn't be right. For none of that would be right. And then leaving certain ones alone totally and actually primping them a notch and taking all the alternate news sources and shoving them off and taking certain ones they agree with and propping them up. It's not a good idea, but watch what this idiot says. First words are important.
Months ago that Donald Trump was preparing to censor the internet for political gain. And it's going to happen, or at least he's going to try, and I'm going to tell you about it. There are drafts going around of an executive order by Donald Trump, which would be a truly authoritarian nightmare, the likes of which I don't believe we've ever seen before in the modern sort of internet news era. What we know so far is a draft of the order exists. It would allow the administration to fight back against what they say are liberal cesspools on social media.
Oops. He keeps farting out his mouth. Let me be his interpreter here. He is far blue pill with his blue background and really doesn't like the idea that he can't overbearingly put force on a lie and shove it forward, that there would be somebody like me that would point it out that he's a lying idiot, and that even his narrative on the narrative is wrong. For Trump, which he says is trying to censor the internet, is exactly the opposite. He says, no, take your BS censorship out of this. That is not part of the American way, and you are not running your business correctly. Yet Dip here tries to call it censorship, and he's real worried about it.
And it is believed that there would be penalties for a social media company that, quote, censors political viewpoints. And this is
enough to make him stand up and get cross-eyed, because there are other viewpoints other than his and the narrative that he's trying to push. See, because he quite often is white Cuckle, white man bad. And that's gotten far past disgusting. It's made far too many Dems walk away already. And they keep pushing it, and it's hilarious that they now have been caught showing fake news, deviating everything. Like I've known for 20 years, I haven't been watching the news, but lo and behold, the American public caught it, and then the president himself threw it in their face. And now we're having to talk about how everything is geared towards making people have certain beliefs in certain ways and causing racial divide and everything. And Trump wants that, well, if you're going to have that crap, then you're going to have the crap where the people talk crap about that, showing you and exposing that it's a lie. This is how this all works. And then that crap goes away because they know these people are here fixing to do something about it and make them look like fools. And it turns into a big fight, and the way goes, oh, and they just go underwater and drown. And they know that'll happen. And so they desperately don't want it to happen. So they do not want for there to be no censorship. They want real bad to be censorship. Oh, sure, they're talking about, well, there's people out there saying UFOs and blah, 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 and people don't need to see that. Oh, what the hell? Bigfoot and everything. It doesn't matter whatsoever. You're not trying to push that view. You're trying to push the political view and push a Trump is racist, Trump is this, Trump is that, Trump is that. You don't have a clue what he is. But what you do know is you despise the fact of him even being in office to the point that y'all make fools of yourself on a daily basis. And then actions like this, where whenever Trump says no to censorship, that's the title. Trump says no to censorship, and his first words are, I told you he was going to censor the internet. Looky here, he's going to try to censor. Censor means, you have to look it up in the dictionary. It means that you would withhold certain things, not that you would do what's going on now and withholding certain things. And they really don't like that. No, Chipmunk McGee here doesn't like it at all.
I can't, it's almost impossible to explain the severity of what is going on. A policy like what Donald Trump is proposing would supposedly prescribe punishments for limiting political speech. This now is starting to become a true authoritarian nightmare, even for things.
No, this now is becoming a truly American country, just like it was last week and the week before. This fear-mongering BS by these people, too, is just ginchy. Look him in his ginchy face and his ginchy idiot look and his ginchy idiot mouth and his ginchy idiot ideals and his ginchy idiot thoughts he's trying to force upon the American public. It's pathetic. And they want to make ginchy idiots out of Americans and become the laughingstock of the world that they actually are the leaders of, and herald and the spaceman and things. And we're not going to forget that it was the Caucasians that made all that happen. And then when you try to have all this cuckling against Whitey and White Man Bad, Orange Man Bad, everything to do with Caucasians bad, but third worlder killing murderer people are great. Illegals, man, they're great. And it becomes transparent. And then to try to put a band-aid on it, he calls non-censorship censorship. Can you see how that worked?
We know so far is a draft of the order exists. It would allow the administration to fight back against what they say are liberal cesspools on social media, and against what they say are liberal to fight back against what they say are liberal cesspools on to fight back against what they say are liberal cesspools on social media, to fight back against what they say are liberal cesspools on social media. And it is believed that there would be penalties for a social media company that, quote, censors political viewpoints. And this is, I can't, it's almost impossible viewpoints. And this is, I can't, this is, I can't, it's, this is, I can't, it's almost, I can't, it's, I can't, I can't, it's almost, I can't, it's almost,